Hey everybody, Marcos Villegas here, being joined with Joe Cortez. It is fight week here in Las Vegas, Pacquiao versus Bradley 3, where there's a few intangibles I feel in this fight in terms of how it can go, and really the main one being Teddy Atlas and how his experience can have an influence on the performance of Timothy Bradley. With that being said, do you expect a different fight coming in this Saturday?
I see Timothy Bradley raising the bar a little bit because he's been already with certain trainers, Joel Diaz, I believe it was, and his father, and now Teddy Atlas. I think that Timothy Bradley is going to show the fans that he has a lot more to learn. You know, you don't stop learning in this business. There's always room for improvement. And I think with Teddy Atlas, who's a well-polished trainer who had Mike Tyson in his younger years, and I think Timothy Bradley is going to come with a style similar to Mike Tyson in the sense that he's going to be a lot of movement, a lot of head movement. He's not going to be too stationary like he was in the past. And this is what Teddy Atlas knows how to bring the best out of a fighter and teach him how to move, slip, better combinations to the body, to the head, and constantly on the attack. And it's going to be a fight that I think that Timothy Bradley is going to show not only Manny Pacquiao that he is a better fighter of the two, but the fans are going to be walking away saying, wow, did this fighter, Timothy Bradley, he really improved a lot from his last two previous fights. Now, we know that in his last fight with Manny Pacquiao, he lost a unanimous decision, but remember one thing, he won about the 4 or 5 of the last 6 rounds of that fight. If he picks up where he left off in his last fight, he'll be a winner tomorrow, Saturday night.
Do you see Tim at this point? He's catching Manny Pacquiao just at the right time. Do you see that happening in this fight, or do you think that regardless of that, Manny should still win?
I think that Manny Pacquiao today, with the speech that he made today, he was kind of like saying goodbye to. He was thanking everybody on this planet.
Hey, so did Tim, though.
Yeah, but it was more Manny about, you know, to help buy the pay-per-view tickets, because with that money he's going to help all of his people back in the Philippines. He's setting himself up for that position as congressman, which is not a bad thing. It's a good thing that he's doing. I just hope that he doesn't give all his money away. We don't see him end up, broke. But I'm sure if he has the right people behind him, it starts a good foundation to help him out with the proper individuals. I think he'll do just fine. I'm sure he'll make a great congressman because he's loved so much by the people. And Manny has a great heart. So I think that he's going to go places, but I think he's ready to say goodbye. But he may surprise the whole world. Like I remember Roberto Duran when he fought Iran Barkley for the middleweight championship, which I was the referee. They said goodbye to Roberto Duran, 35 years old, fighting a fighter of Iran Barkley's caliber, that he was going to probably get stopped. And he ended up winning the middleweight championship, Roberto Duran that night. So anything can happen tomorrow night. Manny Pacquiao can still show that he has a little spark of the old flash.
With Teddy Atlas, do you feel that it's going to be enough to put Bradley over?
No, a trainer's not going to be the one fighting for you, so you got to do it yourself. And Timothy Bradley does have all the tools, all the ring mechanics that you need to go in that ring and do what he's proven it in the past. He's been a 5-time world champion, and you don't get those belts just by being a palooka in the ring. He has a lot of skills, and hopefully that tomorrow, Saturday night, will be a better fight than the two previous fights, and they were great fights as well.
Well, looking at this fight, if say a fan were tuning in to this fight and they're not really familiar with Timmy or Manny, what would you say would be like the key things to look out for both fighters coming into this third fight?
Well, the fans are going to be watching one of the great fighters, both for Manny Pacquiao and Timothy Bradley, because they bring so much skills. They bring a lot of action, they're going to be throwing so many combinations. I won't be surprised if it reaches close to 1,000 punches thrown throughout this fight, if it goes to distance. Anything can happen in boxing, though. One punch can put you away, and Manny Pacquiao unfortunately experienced that against Juan Manuel Marquez when they fought for the 4th time. So, Timothy Bradley is already figuring out Manny's style and vice versa. So, it can happen. The fans are going to be watching a fight that I think that if you watch for all this, the ring mechanics, watching the sweet science of boxing, you're going to see it Saturday night.
Does he retire, you think, after Saturday, or do you think he continues?
I still depends on if he wins, he probably wants to continue. If he loses, depending how he loses, he may want to continue again, but he may want to retire. But if he looks good, bet your bottom dollar he'll be back for another $30-40 million. And so would I.
Yeah, me too. Joe, thank you so much. Certainly appreciate it, man. Good seeing you as always. Joe Cortez. I am Marcos Villegas. We're in Las Vegas Fight Week. Timothy Bradley versus Manny Pacquiao happening this Saturday at the MGM on HBO pay-per-view.